Royal wedding dresses hold significant cultural, historical, and symbolic values. Royal wedding dresses often reflect the cultural and historical traditions of the royal family, showcasing their heritage and legacy. The dress can symbolize the bride's commitment, purity, and new role within the royal family. Also, the dress represents the royal family's values, style, and elegance, reflecting their status and position. Some royal wedding dresses are passed down through generations, becoming treasured family heirlooms. Overall, royal wedding dresses are more than just garments. They embody tradition, symbolism, and cultural significance. Floral arrangements and bouquets were also an essential part of the wedding attire, with many bridesmaids carrying white floral headdresses. The choice of fabric, lace, and jewelry added to the overall elegance and sophistication of the wedding attire. The Liechtenstein royal family is known for their exquisite taste in wedding attire. Let's take a look at some of the stunning wedding dresses worn by the royal brides. Georgina Wilczek, married 1943. Georgina married to Prince Franz Joseph II, of Liechtenstein. He was also her fourth cousin, and he had been the reigning Prince of Liechtenstein since 1938. They had an age difference of 15 years. They were married on the 7th of March, 1943 at the Cathedral of St. Florin in Vaduz. It was the first time that the wedding of a ruling prince had taken place in Liechtenstein, opposed to their palaces in Vienna due to the ongoing Second World War. The bride wore a plain white corded silk dress with a V-neckline and minimal embellishments, symbolizing purity and new beginnings. It appears to be a formal, full-length skirt with long sleeves, typical of royal weddings and bridal fashion of the mid-20th century, suggesting a modest and elegant design. A long, flowing veil is worn over the bride's hair, with white floral headpiece, for adding to the traditional bridal ensemble. The new Princess Gina wore her diamond earrings, consisting of pear-shaped diamond ringed by 2 rows suspended from a collet diamonds. During the following weeks, the newlyweds visited all 11 communes of Liechtenstein. Countess Marie-Astrid Kinsky, married 1967. In 1966, Countess Marie became engaged to Hans Adam II, Prince of Liechtenstein, her second cousin once removed. The couple married at Cathedral of St. Florin in Vaduz, Liechtenstein on the 30th of July, 1967. Marie, the 27-years-old graphic designer, arrived at the Vaduz Cathedral to marry 22-years-old Prince, wearing a white silk gown embroidered with white pearls. The long-sleeved gown had a fitted bodice, an open front, and a small round neckline. The dress was made by French designer Jacques Heim. The veil was held in place by the family heirloom Habsburg fringe tiara. The Habsburg fringe tiara was created by Coquet, the imperial court jeweler of the Habsburgs, around 1890. The tiara features a fringe design with diamonds set in silver and gold and is considered a masterpiece of Art Nouveau jewelry. The tiara was originally owned by Archduchess Maria Theresa of Austria and has since been passed down through the royal family. The tiara was the centerpiece of Marie Kinsky bridal ensemble. Princess Margaretha, married 1982. On the 20th of March, 1982, Margaretha married Prince Nicolaus of Liechtenstein at Notre Dame Cathedral in Luxembourg City. He is the third son of Franz Joseph II, Prince of Liechtenstein, and Countess Georgina von Wilczek. For the time being, this is the last dynastically equal marriage between two sovereign houses currently reigning in Europe. The bride, like her sister, wore a typically 1980s gown, which took inspiration from the wedding gown of their mother, Grand Duchess Josephine Charlotte. The high ruffled neckline in particular, Margaretha's gown had a ruffled hem around the neck and wrists, and her veil was anchored into place by the Congo diamond tiara. White flowers were placed in her hair beside the veil. A matching bandeau headpiece, also part of the set, was worn by Princess Margaretha for the wedding. On her marriage in 1982, she became Her Royal Highness Princess Margaretha of Liechtenstein, Countess of Rietberg, the Principality of Liechtenstein recognizing and retaining her use of the style Royal Highness. Princess Norah of Liechtenstein, 1988. On the 11th of June, 1988, Princess Norah married Don Vicente Sartorius y Cabeza de Vaca, Marqués de Merino, member of the Spanish nobility. Princess Norah is the youngest daughter of Prince Franz Joseph II and Princess Georgina of Liechtenstein. The wedding was held at the Ermita del Santo Cristo in Marbella, Spain. The bride wore a dress featured a boat neckline, long sleeves, and a fitted silhouette. The gown was made of white silk with quilted and pleated pattern, floor-length skirt. Princess Norah also wore Princess Gina pear-shaped diamond earrings and her diamond fleur-de-lis brooch. The couple had one daughter named Donna Maria Teresa Sartorius de Liechtenstein, who was born on the 21st of November, 1992. Hereditary Princess Sophie married 1993. Duchess Sophie in Bavaria met Alois, hereditary Prince of Liechtenstein, at her cousin's birthday party in Munich. The couple married on the 3rd of July, 1993 at Cathedral of St. Florin in Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Sophie's wedding attire included a classic ivory gown designed by French fashion house Jacques Fath. The dress was made from silk, a V-shaped neckline, and featured a simple silhouette. She wore an antique Brussels lace veil and drop earrings. She paired her veil with the floral daisy tiara of Bavaria, a historic floral tiara of diamonds and pearls, a family heirloom that previously belonged to her great-great-grandmother, Queen Maria Theresa of Bavaria. She also paired these with a diamond and sapphire jewelry set also belonging to the family. The couple lived in London from September 1993 until May 1996, and have since then resided in Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Countess Marie Gabrielle Francisca 1999. Prince Constantine married Countess Marie Gabrielle Francisca Kalnicki in a civil ceremony on 14 May, 1999 in Vaduz, Liechtenstein, and in a religious ceremony on 18 July, 1999 in Iov, Slovakia. The bride wore a white satin dress with a classic ball gown silhouette, simple, fitted bodice. Slim 3/4-length sleeves, with a voluminous skirt that drapes to the ground. She wore a long, flowing veil and a diamond tiara, the Kinskei honeysuckle tiara, an heirloom of the House of Liechtenstein, tucked into a low bun. The bride held a large bouquet of yellow and white flowers, which complements the dress. The couple had 3 children. Princess Tatiana of Liechtenstein married 1999. Tatiana married Baron Matthias of Lattorf at St. Florin's Cathedral in Vaduz on 5 June, 1999. While the guests were waiting inside St. Florian's Cathedral, Prince Hans Adam arrived from Vaduz Castle, arm in arm with his daughter, Princess Tatiana. Princess Tatiana of Liechtenstein wore a white silk cadi wedding gown with light rhinestones embroidery on her long sleeves, a fitted bodice and a small train. Tatiana's dress was designed by Giorgio Armani, and gorgeous in its perfect simplicity. As her only jewel, she did not wear any earrings. The princess wore the Kinskei honeysuckle tiara, a family heirloom of the House of Liechtenstein, made of silver and gold with diamond honeysuckle motifs, created in the 1870s, with the traditional tulle veil. Princess Angela Brown married 2000. Angela Brown married Prince Maximilian of Liechtenstein, the second son of Hans Adam II, Prince of Liechtenstein. The couple married Prince Maximilian civilly on January 21, 2000, in Vaduz, Liechtenstein, and religiously on January 29, 2000, at 11 a.m., at the Church of St. Vincent Ferrer in New York City, wearing a dress that Angela designed herself. The dress featured a boat neck, long sleeves, and a fitted silhouette. The gown was made of white silk, with floor-length skirt. Her choice of a minimalist and elegant design has been noted for its similarities to Meghan Markle's wedding dress, particularly the bateau neckline. She wore the Kinskei honeysuckle tiara, a family heirloom of the House of Liechtenstein, made of silver and gold with diamond honeysuckle motifs. Angela also wore a silk tulle veil with the tiara. The marriage brought a person of Afro-Panamanian ancestry into one of the remaining reigning families of Europe. The groom obtained prior consent and full support of the sovereign, who also attended the wedding. She is the first African descent woman to ever marry into a reigning European dynasty. While some members of the princely house were said to be shocked and to consider the interracial marriage and the 11 years age gap, with Angela being older than Prince Maximilian, the end of an era, others were said to have expressed support. Prince Maximilian and Princess Angela have a son, Prince Alphonse Constantine Maria of Liechtenstein, Count of Rietberg, born on May 18, 2001, in London, United Kingdom. Princess Maria Annunziata of Liechtenstein 2021. Maria Annunziata married American businessman Carlo Emanuele Musini in a civil ceremony on 26 June, 2021 at the Villa della Tenuta di Fascia in Gubbio, Italy. Their Catholic wedding took place on the 4th of September, 2021 in Vienna at the Schottenkirche, a Baroque 12th century parish church in Vienna. The bride wore off-the-shoulder, puff-sleeve, Valentino haute couture gown. The dress was made of satin with fitted bodice that extended to a full skirt. A balloon hem on the skirt and train linked with the gown statement. An exquisite elbow-length lace veil with detailed border topped the gown. The lace on the dress featured a custom embroidery design that incorporated floral motifs and edgings from her great-great-grandmother's veil, which dated back to around 1880. The look was complemented by dramatic sparkling drop earrings. Princess Maria Annunciata wore the glittering Habsburg fringe tiara, a piece originally made in the late 1800s for Archduchess Maria Theresa of Austria. A diadem from the bride's paternal royal family collection. The spiky tiara contrasted beautifully with the romantic floral veil and blossoms studded through Maria Annunciata's hair. The princess chose a deep rose lipstick and thick, fluttering lashes. For the evening reception held at the magnificent 16th-century Liechtenstein Garden Palace, Maria Annunciata wore a silk chiffon gown with deep V neckline, horizontally draping beaded torso and flowing skirt. In a lovely nod to her mother's family, she wore the Luxembourg vine leaves tiara, beautifully placed as a bandeau over the crown of her head. Many members of the Grand Ducal family of Luxembourg attended the wedding. King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of Belgium were supposed to attend, but tested positive for COVID-19. Princess Marie-Astrid of Liechtenstein. On the 25th of September, 2021, Marie-Astrid married the American businessman Ralph Worthington V. in a Catholic ceremony at the Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta in Orbetello, Italy. The bride wore the head-turning white embroidered gown, having a romantic and ethereal quality. The dress included a V-neck and a corseted bodice, and was paired with a cathedral-length veil. The gown was designed by Marta Ferri. Marie-Astrid's wedding train was something to behold, thick, weighty and intricately embroidered. It took 4 of her well-dressed guests to artfully maneuver the piece into the church. The flower girls and page boys were adorable with lime-colored ribbons around their middles and flower crowns atop their heads. She wore the 19th-century Kinskei honeysuckle tiara for the occasion. Wedding guests included Prince Christian of Hanover and Princess Christian of Hanover, Ekaterina, hereditary Princess of Hanover, Princess Mafalda of Hesse, and Prince Lorenz and Princess Maria Laura of Belgium. Princess Marie Caroline married 2025. Princess Marie Caroline of Liechtenstein, the only daughter of hereditary Prince Alois and hereditary Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein, married Leopoldo Maduro Volmer at 11 a.m. in Vaduz Cathedral. Princess Marie Caroline followed in her parents' footsteps when planning her nuptials, opting to hold her ceremony at the same spot in which they exchanged their vows in 1997. Princess Marie Caroline arrived at Vaduz Cathedral on the arm of her father, hereditary Prince Alois of Liechtenstein. She wore a white short flare-sleeve gown with lace detailing and intricate embroidery, a floor-length skirt with a large bridal veil adorned with sparkling stones and delicate lace details. Princess Marie Caroline wore the Habsburg fringe tiara and Princess Marie Kinskei diamond earrings. She paired the piece with a cascading bouquet full of summer florals and a plumetease veil. The groom, who is originally from Venezuela, selected a black morning coat, a blue checkered tie, and grey pinstripe pants for the nuptials. His boutonniere coordinated with the florals in his partner's all-white arrangement. Leaning into royal traditions, the couple opted to have some of their loved ones serve as flower girls, including Princess Marie-Astrid's daughter, Althea. The children complemented the bride's ensemble by each wearing a short-sleeve white dress with a green sash and a flower crown. The bride and groom leaned into the colors of the summer season when it came to the decor for their royal nuptials, selecting an array of white and blue florals, including hydrangeas, for their celebration. Sprigs of natural greenery appeared between the blooms, adding a whimsical feel to the stately affair. A dark blue carpet was placed over the stairs leading up to the cathedral, providing a rich backdrop for the first official photos of the newlyweds. Following their ceremony, the newlyweds hosted a reception at Vaduz Castle, the royal family's home in Liechtenstein, to celebrate their new martial status.